Given the potential dangers, working as a special agent required good weapons skills. It also required excellent financial skills. We IRS investigators were the cream of the crop when it came to federal financial detectives. We were experts at ferreting out funds, hunting down hidden accounts, and seeking out secret stashes of cash. Not that our jobs were easy. We just made it look that way. My largest current case was against Florence Flo Cash, a popular local radio personality who hosted a morning talk show from 7 to 11 a.m. on weekdays, broadcasting to listeners during their morning commutes. In her daily Cash Flow show on KCSH, Flo offered stock tips and investment advice. She also answered financial questions from callers, offering her opinions along with clever, sometimes cutting commentary, and a healthy dose of sound effects. Problem was, neither Flo nor the radio station she owned had paid a penny in taxes in years. With so little reported income, it was highly questionable how Flo could pay her personal bills, and the station could continue to operate. The person responsible for asking the questions and getting answers was me, IRS Special Agent Tara Holloway, 5 feet 2 inches of chestnut-haired kick-ass, in cherry-red steel-toed Doc Martens and an end-of-season sale suit. Nick cocked his head. "Find anything good in Flo's file?" The file contained a meager stack of financial reports, collected by the auditor who'd visited Flo Cash months before. He'd had no luck wheedling information out of the woman, and the accounting records she'd provided showed a surprising dearth of activity, to which she'd responded, according to the report, with only a shrug. No doubt she'd be a pain in the ass. Fortunately, I was used to dealing with pains in the ass, sons of bitches too, as well as the occasional rat bastard and sociopath. By the time a case got kicked up to criminal investigations, the target had been given plenty of opportunities to come clean and pay up, but had steadfastly and repeatedly refused. A stupid move on their part, because now they had to deal with me. I pulled Flo's W-2 from the file and held it out to Nick. "This is interesting." He took the paper from me and looked down at it. $21,000? That's all the radio station paid her last year? The station was owned and operated by the KCSH Radio Corporation, which in turn was wholly owned by Flo herself. She served as both the host of the Cash Flow show and the corporation's chief executive officer, chief financial officer, and chief operations officer. "Yep," I replied. She paid herself only a few cents more than minimum wage. She'd claimed a bunch of personal exemptions, too, enough to ensure that no federal income tax was withheld. Of course, she didn't have to worry about state income taxes. Texas was one of a small handful of states that imposed no state tax on personal income. "Minimum wage?" Nick's brows drew in to form a V. "How can she live on that?" "Good question." She inherited her house in Lakewood Heights from her father when he passed away 8 years ago, so she doesn't have a mortgage to pay, but there's still annual property taxes of $12,000, not to mention homeowners insurance, car insurance, food, utilities, gas, and all the other normal bills people have. My own bills included my Netflix account, an inordinate amount for cat treats, and my Neiman Marcus credit.